mwami omu munabyabufuzi yabuuzanga ekibuuzo ekyo n'olw'ensonga eyo nange mukwano gwange nkobooza olina ky'okoze olina kiweekoledde kujjukiza tuli mu biseera ebyokumanya ebintu ebyenjawulo fenga Ugsound radio tweyama okutuusaako ebyo byennyini ebikulu biweetaaga okumanya. Brian Tash eddoboozi erikuyunga ku bulamu obutagwawo olunaku olwaleero nateera nzize nkuteekeko okumanya kwotamanyanga nako. Tukwaniriza nnyo nyini ddala omukwano ali ku YouTube, ali ku Facebook, ali ku www.ugsound.com. nawe kenyini eyasalawo n'ogenda mu Google Play Store no downloading application yaffe eya Ugsound radio. Ugsound tetuggwa. Amakya agaleero tulina nate omugenyi atwegasseeko. So mukwano gwange bw'obanga tonneeteekateeka kankubireyo oluyimba lumu lwokka nga bwe weeteekateeka gamba munno agambe munne agambe n'omulala nti tulina abagenyi baffe oba omugenyi waffe okuva ku Pearls of Africa Special Needs Center. Kakati kankakubireko akayimba kamukokka bwe kati tutandike program yaffe. Batulota binyuma n'embero by'abanga tefula singo bosi chano nya kuba kulimba toyisa omutima gwange mwi agulira lina kubanga mumalirivu butadde ku kikondo kimu ate nkisibisa kawoze tukakutula nino olufunyiro lumu nga kalina omwagalwa towera mu kubakana byonna bimbulako ndibikula bijjuze tunyumirwe nkolagana. This is Ugsound, the hottest internet radio. Buli omu gy'ayogerako. This is Ugsound Radio, Uganda's #1 online station. Ugsound Radio. Lock it up. Right, abuterevu tukwaniriza nnyo nate mukwano gwange ku Ugsound Radio. This is Uganda's #1 online radio station, the best. Teri atwenkana teri atufanana. So mukwano gwange natera nkubuzaako nnyo nyini ddala mu studio sirizeka nina omugenyi wange okuva ku Pearl of Africa. Oh, special needs. Mama tusanyusa okukulaba nnyabo. Yes, mukwano gwange atuwuliriza tugenda kola kasabo kanyama because we're going to use both English and Luganda. So mukwano gwange ow'Oluganda omugenyi waffe ajja kuba omufuna mu nnimi bbiri, Oluganda n'Oluzungu. So we are glad to receive you at Ugsound Radio.
very much. I am also very happy and really glad to be here at the UG Sound Radio.
We are glad to see you mukwano.
And thank you, Sebo.
Mama amanya gaffe gwani ovaawa lwaki tukyalidde olunaku lwaleero mukola biki twetaaga okutegeera oba abawuliriza abaffe aba UG Sound Radio baagala okumanya maama waffe atukyalidde olunaku lwaleero yaani avaawa akola biki nsonga kyemuleese so tweyanjulire maama gy'ova.
Kale nze bampita Doreen Kagweria nkolela ekitongole bakiyita Pulse of Africa Special Needs Centers toyamba abaana abalemwe obulemu. We teach, it is like a school. We have two centers. Kanyanya Center, we are located along Bahai Road, just 100 meters from gas petrol station. And we have another center, which is located at Seguku Katale. It is basically receiving boarding children, and that is children of secondary school age.
So mainly, madam, you people cater for people with special needs.
Yes, sir. We all kind of disabilities are the ones we deal with. That is the children and adults who are autistic, Down syndrome, and any other disabilities. All kind of disabilities apart from blight.
So mukwano ali ku UG Sound Radio. Maama kyatunyonyola atugamba nti ye ekitongole kyabwe ekya Pasnec oba kyoyinza okuyita Pearl of Africa Special Needs Center oba centers kuba bagambye balina eyekanyanya ate ne babeera n'eno eyeseguko. Bakugambye nti balabirira abaana abalina obulemu. Mwattu obulemu buno bwa bika bingi. Era obulemu buno maama agenda tumenyeramu. Muwulidde ayogera ku kigambo autism. Autism kyeki? Oba obulemu kikaaki bwe bakolako bwe twetaaga okumanya maama. We need to know what kind of disability do you attend to? Is it any sort of disability? You talked of autism. What is autism? My dear listener needs to know what autism means and the kind of disabilities that you people attend to.
Yes, sir. We don't deal with different kind of disabilities, not just one disability. We admit children with different kind of disabilities. Autism is one of them. The children with the autism deficiency, they tend to behave different from other children, and in most cases they don't speak. Most of them don't speak, but okay, there are those who can say some specific ones, and most of them also they have their mind is programmed in a way that they can't change. It is difficult for them to adapt to a change. So if it is like you want to make a change in their life, you have to really explain to them.
Yes.
Until they understand, because they normally understand when you explain to them. Like if we have a class of autistic children, so that class, in case that the teacher, like today, is not present, and we are putting another teacher in their class, we talk to them, explain to them. The teacher herself has to explain to them that I'm not here today, and this one will be in my place, and they will not react negatively. But if you are making any change in their lives without explaining to them, they can react very negatively. And sometimes the autistic children can they can like react very badly to an extent that they can harm themselves. Like when they are triggered, they can harm either themselves or someone near them. But we as Pearls of Africa Special Needs Centers, we know how to handle them. And in fact, we have a class of like at Kanyanya Center right now, we have a class of 7 autistic children. And we know how to handle them. But as I said earlier, we deal with all kind of disabilities at all ages, from birth onwards.
So mkwano gwange ali ku Ugsound Radio batunnyonnyola nti bonga aba Pasnec bakola ku bintu ebyenjawulo naddala ebikwatagana n'obulemu ku mwana. Omwana yandiba n'obulemu okuviirira ku stages zino eza okuzaalibwa. Oludda lwaffe olw'eno tugamba nti omwana wabanga azaliddwa mulina dekeya, mulina baby centers, simanya mulina nursery. Kakati mwattu abantu bano aba Pasnec abasangibwa e Kanyanya wamu ne Seguku bo bakutegeeza nti bw'oba olina omwana wo, omwana ng'alina obulemu buno buba bwa bika bingi. Akugambye bakola ku bulemu obw'ebika ebyenjawulo. Ebimu ku bintu bye nnyinza okusikirayo okugeza nga bwabikonyeeko, waliwo abaana abamu be bayita ba slow learners. Oba okitegeera, waliwo abaana abamu bolaba nga awezezza emyaka 15 oba 8 naye ng'okwogera kizibu, nga ne bw'ayogera oli kikukakatako okumugumiikiriza okwatula ekigambo oba okijjamu amakulu. So abaana bwe batyo be bamu ku baana amasomero gano aga Pasnec kye gakolako, oba aba Pasnec bebika by'abaana bye bakolako. So byemu ku bintu byabadde akoonako mu kinnyanyimbe. So madam,
Yes.
you will continue telling us what really causes that autism or some sort of disability, and what advice can you give to parents that have decided to hide their children in houses, in fences. Others have been taken to visit to villages, and you may even find other parents, they've decided to throw away the kids. And on top of that, you will hint something on parents that have decided to economize or monetize the situation of those kids, because we normally see very many of them on streets batambula nabo ku kkubo nga basaba ekikumi naye mu musana omungi, abamu bagamba kisiraani. Have you heard of that?
Yes.
That having born a kid of that kind, it is a curse. I want you to draw more light about that and try to educate our listeners. How best can they live with such children now that you're an expert in that line?
Yeah. These children, for us, we believe that, okay, they are God given like any other normal children. And it is very true. We even have that challenge of parents hiding their special needs children, or even others look for them in the houses.
Which is very bad.
Yes, and in the communities, you can visit a home where maybe you are directed that there is a special needs child there, but you'll never see that child because it's ever locked in the house. And other children are taken to witch doctors. Yes.
For what purpose?
because they believe that this is not normal, but it is normal. There are different kind of causes that cause different kind of disabilities. But when a parent gets, most of the parents don't get those children, and I'll say this because I personally have had many cases where the most affected are the mothers. They come and say that the father of the child said that my family doesn't give birth to such child.
A kid.
Yes. So they leave or they take others to school and they leave this special one at home. But these children, they are not useless, and every child is blessed in a different way. The way even a normal child cannot be exactly like the other one, even if they are twins. They are different personalities. So all these special needs children, there is something which they can do. And for us at Parts of Africa Special Needs Centers, we teach them individually. We look at an individual child, what can this child do? So that we concentrate in that, because we teach also we teach vocational skills, activities of daily living, and basic numeracy literacy.
And what is that?
Basic numeracy and literacy is like counting, and like in numeracy we teach counting numbers, money, so that like in case that they have gained an vocational skill, they can be in the market. Maybe with very little guidance, they can sell the product that they have known how to make. We do make liquid soap.
Wow.
Yes, and that is our special needs children who make. We teach them how to do it.
That's good.
Liquid soap, bar soap, mats, counter books, different candles, different kind of items. But every child we concentrate on that specific child, that this child, the interest is in this thing, and we concentrate on that until the child perfect in that. So even when we make, and every day we also have bakery lessons. They bake, and most of them know, and whenever they leave with a skill. So I tell the parents out there, those who have special needs children, those children are not useless. They can go to school as any other normal child, but they can like go to a special needs school where there is teachers or staff who are trained to handle those kind of cases, so that you can see the final product of your child, that the child is really not useless. Because even we have seen cases where the parent comes and says that this child, I don't think that they can become
make
anything.
Someone productive in life.
Yes. But at the end of the time they will be with us, he will really appreciate and say that I never thought that this can happen. For those parents who are cooperative, because we work hand in hand with the parents. Whatever we do at school, we encourage them to do at home. Because in most cases at home, parents don't even send these children. They don't allow them to do any other work. They think that they cannot do any work. But they can clean, they can wash utensils, they can bathe themselves, they can brush. But some of these children, they come to us, they are old enough, but they cannot brush their teeth. They cannot even take themselves to the toilet.
Oh, sad. But
we teach them, and they do. Because they know the system, they can adapt to the system that we put in place. But mostly at home, the parents, when the child is still young, they feel, I think, pity, and they think that the child I have to do everything for them. But it isn't like that. These children are supposed to be taught just like any other child, and they know and they understand and they become productive at the end of the day.
So mukwano gwange ali ku Ugsound Radio, omukyala Doreen atunnyonnyola ku ki kye bakola era bakikola batya, na bizibu ki bye basanga oba bakasitoma baabwe basanga. Kakati gwe mukwano alina omwana ng'omulaba ng'ekisiraani, omwana ng'omulaba ng'ekizibu. Mwattu nga omukyala bw'agambye, abamu ku mmwe mutuuka ne ku ddaala erikwata abaana bo ne mubasibira mu nnyumba. Ekyo kye mukola kibi nnyo. Kakati mukwano gwe wenna alina omwana obanga olina gw'omanyi alina omwana alina ekizibu oba alina obulemu ku mubiri gwe, omwana oyo wa mugaso, omwana oyo mutwale nga eky'omugaso, alina era asobola okuvaamu eky'omugaso. Ng'omukyala Doreen watugamba, mukyala Doreen atugambye bayigiriza abaana okukola sabbuuni ow'omuti, sabbuuni ow'amazzi oba gw'oyinza okuyita liquid soap. Bakola ebintu eby'enjawulo, ekitegeeza abaana bano gwe bw'omutunuulira n'ogamba nti yokosaani talina kyasobola kukola, kivume oba kisiraani oba mukama yankuba omuggo. Katonda teyakukuba muggo, wabula gwe ng'omuzadde, gwe nga relative, all you have to do, funa omwana oyo omutwale mu masomero aga Pearl of Africa Needs Centers. Bajja kukwatira mu mwana oyo. Omwana abadde soogera mu bubi, naye abamu ku mmwe oyinza okulaba omwana ng'olaba amalusu ge bambi gamusukkako. Omwana oyo tomwenyinyala. Kwata omwana oyo muwe aba Pearl of Africa Needs Centers. Era gwe wenna eyandyetaaze okumanya ebisingawo, jangu buterevu wano ku Ugsound Radio, tujja kuba tukutuusa buterevu ku bantu abo. Madam, I need you to share about the challenges that you people find when dealing with these children of special needs. What are some of the challenges? And besides, do people fund you or you fund yourself? Or are you funded by government? Because those are some of the similar things we need to, the important things that we really need to know.
Okay. We are not funded by the government, but we have donors who support us, and also our children, the parents, they pay some school fees. Our school fees is affordable, very, very affordable. In fact, I don't think there is anywhere where you'll go and meet a special in the school whose charge is the way we do change. We just change something very little because our aim is to help these children. But we have donors who help us, and also some of them also support specific children. They pay for them school fees, and also partners, like up to the end of last year, we had one of our partners who was Children at Risk Action Network. They were our partners. They were supporting us. Some of our children, that is what we were calling a GEC program, which is a Girls Education Challenge. And they were funding, they were giving us money, and they were getting that money through UK aid. So we are not funded by government, but we have that, as I have mentioned, that is how we get our funds.
So now you can take us through the challenges that you people meet when dealing with these kids.
Yeah, we have challenges that we meet dealing with them. In most cases, when they come, most of them, they are not used to they are used at home being done, everything done to them. So when you start telling the child you are supposed to do this, it is a problem at first to adapt to that. They know that they are supposed also to be, because just like a normal child, when you do everything for a normal child, he will grow like that, knowing that everything is supposed to be done for me.
Yes.
So that is one of the challenges. Another big challenge we get is that, as I said earlier, some of our children, like the autistic ones, they can be very violent, very, very, to an extent that they can really injure either themselves or any other person around them. When they are like triggered, they get annoyed, anything can trigger
so
that.
They are short-tempered, sort of that.
Yeah.
They're destructive.
Anything can trigger.
Anything, yes.
Anything can trigger that. But like for us, we have what we call timeout room.
Timeout room.
Yes.
Yes.
So when the child becomes in that state, because we don't punish them, as in we don't beat any of our children. So we take the child to the timeout room until they cool down. After cooling down, they come out and they are fine. So, and we have other ways of how to deal with, to like, let me punish the child, which is not beating the child, but in a way that you can as well help that child. We have different ways of doing it, like by you can put the child aside when the other people are doing activities which the child likes best. That is also kind of punishment, and then that the child will not repeat the same mistake, because he or she will think that when I do such, it will be done this to me. So other challenges we get is that most of our parents, when the schools open, I think they prioritize other children than their normal children, like taking them back to school, paying their school fees and requirements and all that, and then this special need one will come last, or even will be left out. So those are kind of the challenges. And other challenges is that also some people who don't know these children well, when they come, they are like, because every child has their behaviors, like for us, like at Kanyanya Center, we have like the one who can come when you come in our center. When he sees the visitor, maybe you are holding your phone, he will come and grab it. So you who don't know him,
you may react.
Yeah, you might react.
I know.
But we have a code of conduct for the staff, so we make them to read it first. In fact, it is pinned at the door of the entrance of the reception area. So those are kind of challenges, some of them, the kind of challenges that we face. Some of the visitors might not understand the child. There is like another one whom we have who will see the visitor come and like smell on you or touch you, and you might react to that when you don't know the child. So those are some of the challenges, but we have a way of how to handle them.
So bannange mu bufunze ebiwooma biggwa byokya oli ku Ugsound Radio Brian Tash, nze ali wano okulaba nga nkugusiza ensonga eno ne Madame Doreen. Kakati bannange, nga bwe nkugambye nti ebiwooma biggwa byokya, nkukubiriza gwe wenna alina ekizibu, nga ekizibu ekyo gwe kennyini gwe yakituuma ekizibu. Lwaki? Kubanga olaba Katonda yakugonnomolako omwana gwe goyita ekizibu. Bannange, omwana oyo si kizibu. Omwana oyo kirabo okuva eri Katonda. Kakati bw'obanga olina omwana yenna alina obulemu, bw'obanga olina omwana yenna omugongo bavu, bw'obanga olina omwana yenna gw'olabanga ebintu byakola tasaanidde bikola okusinziira ku myaka gye, nkukubiriza kolagana n'aba Pearl of Africa Need Center. Bakugambye balina ekanyanya, balina ne segeko. Ate gwe ayagala okumanya ebisingawo, wano ku Ugsound Radio tubeerawo nnyo butereevu okulaba nga twongera okugatta wamu n'abantu bano. So mukwano gwange, ebigambo byange ebisembayo si bya sanyu naye byakuvumirira gwe wenna awulira nga wenyinyala abaana abalina obulemu. Abaana abalina obulemu nabo bantu baagale nga gwe nabwe wowulira ng'oyagalwa, nabo beetaaga okwagalwa, nabo beetaaga ku kitole kya sabbuuni, nabo beetaaga ku kasukaali, nabo beetaaga that love and compassion. Do not isolate them. So Madam Doreen, you can say bye-bye to our listeners. Your last remarks.
Thank you, Sebo. Thank you for inviting me at Ugsound Radio. I am really appreciative to give us this platform to tell people out their communities and the nation as whole about the special needs children. Parents out there, please bring your special needs children to us, special needs, Pearls of Africa special needs centers, and we will take good care of them. And please know that these children need education just like the other normal children. Don't leave them home when you take other children home to school. Bring them to us. We shall educate them. You shall go get the result that these children are not useless. They are very adorable and they are gift from God, and you can get something out of them. And please do not lock these children out. I mean inside in your rooms. Because us at Pearls of Africa Special Needs Centers, we also do take these children out for trips, just like any other schools, normal schools. Yes. And they are happy. They relate with each other from other different places. We take them out. So please, parents out there, do not see as if it is a burden for you to have a special need child. Take it that the child is a gift from God, and God will bless you and will bless the work of the child, and you will see the positive result of that children, of your children. To add up, as I said, Kanyanya Center, it is a day school. We start at 4 and end at we start at 8 and end at 4. And at Seguku Center, it is a boarding section.
Yeah.
Yes, and bring your children. We shall take good care of them at Pearls of Africa Special Needs Centers. Thank you, Ugsound. Thank you very much.
We are humbled. Thank you so much, Madam Doreen. Tukwebaza nnyo mukwano gwange, webale kwekumira ku Ugsound Radio. Ebiwoma bigwa byokya naye era tukubiriza mukwano gwange, gwe wenna alina omwana alina obulemu, gwe wenna alina omwana gwolabanga akulemeredde, ntegeeza gwe alowooza nti wazaala kisiraani. My dear, tukiddamu tewazaala kisiraani. Omwana oyo gwolaba gwolowooza nti alina kyayinza fuuka,